So, sir, by my records, at least as of 2011, sir, klarong-klaro na yung ruling ng NLRC on the basis of this rate of execution, actually notice of levy, na it belongs to the workers. Sinabi ng Supreme Court, sinabi ng NLRC, bakit nyo nilipat? Meron ng titulo na nandun yung annotation ng certificate of sale na hindi ni-redeem, and yet, nailipat pa rin.
Okay, anong sagot niyo doon? Sinong matibay magsagot dyan? May annotation na in favor yung doon sa worker, yung sa sale, and yet, ginawa niyo pa rin.
Yes, Your Honor. I'd like to be clear with the record, Your Honor. The title in question, Your Honor, is titled 12619 in the name of Taguig Land Development Corporation. It was not yet, sir, transferred to Dmci as per allegations of Attorney Maranan. The record states, as you can get it from a certified true copy, that the title is still with Taguig Land Development Corporation coming from the property of Laxina. So it was transferred.
Mahilig gumamit ng delaying tactics itong DMCI. In fact, kanina bago ako bumaba, I was gonna make a statement na sasabihin ko, itong si Mr. Consunji is a respectable businessman na pinunta niya yung kanyang negosyo dahil sa hard work, honesty and all. Pero base sa nakikinig ko kanina, lahat ng mga yon nabura. Yung magagandang impression ko about you personally, biglang nabura. That's just my opinion. You don't know when to surrender. Talagang ipupush nyo. And I doubt it na kapag sinasabi nyo nag-EMR kayo kahit na hindi na dapat, you will come up with many excuses para ma-stretch talaga to hanggang sa mangkamatay na siguro, pardon for the word, yung mga complainant. That's what you're trying to do. Because you have all the resources na para pahapain to while these complainants doesn't. Now, balik tayo. November, last year, nag-file kayo ng MR. At sumagot ang Supreme Court doon sa MR na pinal nyo. Attorney Agnes Maranan or sino gusto magsalita? Would you like to comment doon sa sinasabi nitong si Attorney Lazaro? Sorry, I call you Lazaro kasi nalala ko, siya yung kayang magbuhay ng patay. Did you know, before I'll let you talk, Attorney Agnes Maranan, alam niyo ho ba, Mr. Consunji, na itong abogado niyo na memeke, and yet, andito pa rin siya, pinapayagan niyo siya? I was expecting that he will no longer be here after na malaman ninyo na gumagawa siya ng hindi tama na nakakasira po sa imahe ninyong company. Kaya pagdating ko rito, nagulat ako, andito pa rin siya. Kasi if I were you in your situation at meron ako isang staff na gumawa ng kalokohan, sisibaking ko na. Kaya sabi ko, gagawa sana ko na napakagandang statement na pupurihin ka. At yung nakikita ko ngayon, yung mga narinig ko, binabawi ko na yung mga gandang impression ko towards you personally. I'm sorry, Mr. Consunji. Go ahead, Attorney.
Before that, Senator Rafi,
Mr. Chair.
I have received notice that the former counsel of Mr. Lilio Rebueno has already withdrawn from the case, and I think they have already a new counsel that will assist Mr. Lilio Rebueno. In the name of Attorney Maranan, who else? Only you, no, Attorney Maranan?
Yes, sir, my partners are here as well, Your
Alright.
Honor.
Okay.
Yung settlement nila nung October, at the time they supposedly, that is what the DMCI is saying, at the time they settled in, I believe, September and October of 2023, there were no rights to transfer anyway because the workers here had already transferred their rights to the first buyer. So if they had already transferred their rights as early as February 2023, then by the time they executed a compromise agreement, 2 compromise agreements with 5 of the workers, there was nothing for the workers to transfer. It had been transferred.
Pag-uusapan natin itong decision ng Supreme Court which is final executory. Dapat may cancel na yung title na hawak ng DMCI. Na yung DMCI nagmamatigas. So, nandito ba yung LRA? Yung RD? Are you the RD Regional Director? So therefore, with this decision from the Supreme Court, i-cancel nyo na yung title. Can you do that? Or would you like us to call the Supreme Court and oblige you to do it?
Sir, with
Compel you
respect,
to do it?
Your Honor, we are waiting for the writ of execution for it to be cancelled, Your Honor. But we will comply with the order of the Supreme Court. We just need the writ of execution to cancel the existing title, sir.
Attorney Maranan, sabi mo final? Because
Yes,
there's
sir.
no
By the
such
way,
thing
there
as
are
second.
2. There are 2 decisions. As I said, the first one, which was final as early as 22, said exactly the same thing.
Final.
Yes, sir, that one, undisputably.
Okay.
That is final. That is executory. And sir, if I may, the decision of the Supreme Court in both cases is already executory. I believe there's nothing more to wait for. The Supreme Court said, implement
Okay.
the arbiter's decision.
Do you have a copy of the decision, Attorney Maranan? That it says
Uh,
that it is already final and executory?
Apologies.
What-
Personally, I don't have it, but
I have this,
that is the November, sir.
yes, November. Do you have the latest order of the Supreme Court?
On the first case, sir, my apologies, sir, I did not bring a copy. But
This
on
is
the
not
first,
the latest decision by the Supreme Court,
that is the latest, sir, on the second case.
all right?
But on the first case,
It
it
says
is
it's
final.
final.
And I
Alright.
think even attorney...
What about the second case?
On the second case, sir, that is the latest resolution. And it is our position, sir, that a second MR, if it was filed, is a dilatory tactic because there is a clear rule.
Can you provide us a copy of the first the decision on the first case, Attorney Maranan?
Yes, sir.
And please read the dispositive portion.
Yung sa third division. Ito yung decision.
You have it, Attorney Maranan?
Yes, Your Honor. I am holding the decision of the court dated, this is in GR number 221978. It was a case which was resolved by the 3rd Division, and this order, sir, is dated April 4, 2022. And the dispositive portion of this order, which is the first case, says, wherefore, in view of the foregoing, the instant petition filed by DMCI is denied. The decision dated June 5, 2015, and the resolution dated December 15, 2015 of the Court of Appeals affirming the April 3, 2013 resolution and the September 26, 2013 order of the LRA in consulta number 5208 are affirmed. For reference, sir, the decision and the last sentence of this decision says, the NLRC's order dated January 4, 2011, and the entry of judgment in that case dated July 19, 2011 are registrable. Meaning, sir, if they are registrable, they can now be implemented. And as I mentioned earlier, sir, that January 4, 2011 decision of the labor arbiter was very clear. It said the title which DMCI secured should be cancelled.
Right. Okay, I also have a copy now of the decision of the Supreme Court. Senator Raffy, still want to continue?
Babalik lang ako doon sa aking katanungan kay Attorney Agnes Maranan kasi nasabi nga niya na meron ng final and executory decision sa Supreme Court doon sa isang kaso.
Yes, sir.
And then you cannot file a second MR to another MR. To
Yes, sir.
first MR. At nagpupumilit pa rin talaga itong DMCI. Meron na akong briefly na magkikwento, Mr. Chair. Sa programa ko po sa Wanted sa radyo for the past 20 years, ang dami ko na pong natatanggap na reklamo sa mga maliliit nating manggagawa na sila ay inapi ng kanilang mga amo. So they went to NLRC. After so many years of waiting, na panalunan nila yung kaso, and then pupuntahan yung company, it's either nagsara na o dili kaya nalipat yung pangalan sa ibang may-ari or inilalaban sa korte, which ito yung nangyari ngayon. Patagalan na lang, pati bayan. Hindi ko na mapilang yung mga lumapit sa akin na nang kamatay na, pati pa yung kanilang mga anak, patay na. Inabutan ng 15, 20, 30 years pa. Hindi pa na-resolve yung kaso. Dahil nga, yung kumpanya, maraming resources, maraming pera, pwedeng magtiis patagalan. Paano yung mga magagawa natin? Yung iba, pupunta lang abroad. Kaysa mag-antay, mag-OFW na lang, ligtas na yung company mandara po. Yung iba, uwi na ng probinsya, kaysa lang pabalik-balik, magka-pamasahe.
Go ahead. Good morning, Honorable Senator Tulfo and Senator Estrada. Under the processes of the Land Registration Authority, when we decide that a decision is registrable, it only means that the decision is registered on the title as notice to the whole world that certain rights have been annotated. In the case of the NLRC decision and decisions of the court, we however require under our processes that a writ of execution be presented to the RD. We will of course comply. We just require that one thing because that is what is in our processes, Your Honor.
Maranan, so they're waiting for a writ of execution?
Well, sir, we find it a little odd that what the LRA is in effect saying that we will allow a registration on a title and what is going to be registered is a decision which says that very title is to be cancelled. So, sir, it is our position that this is already something that can be executed, sir. That's our position.
Ano pong hinihintay ninyo? Something that will literally say na from the Supreme Court na kailangan magkaroon na ng writ of execution?
Yes, Senator, that is all we require, the writ of execution, and we will comply absolutely. Because that is the way the processes of the LRA have been made. So the opinion of Attorney Maranan, while we take note of that does not hold water with our office.
Okay. Where would that writ of execution will come from para kayo po ay sumunod na?
I-present lang po ng sheriff or yung prevailing party sa amin, tapos i-authenticate, and then
Teka na, magrepresent ang sheriff ng
usually
NRC?
yes sir, usually we require that a sheriff or a party presents to us.
Kaya nga, sino nga yun? Sheriff ng Korte Suprema, sheriff ng NRC, magrepresent ng writ of execution.
Your Honor, the NLRC,
Okay.
yan lang kailangan po.
NLRC. NLRC. So, they're just waiting for a writ of execution coming from you para sumunod na sila doon sa sinasabi ng Supreme Court na mailipat na may-cancel na yung title. Hinihintay lang pala kayo. Then do your job. Cancel that.
I will check po on the record.
Issue a writ of execution.
Pero po kung ang sinasabi po ng LRA ay yung writ of execution na nagmula sa NLRC, matagal na pong natapos kasi po ang kaso na to. 1997 po yata. So kung yung Kasi po, di ba, ang proseso po sa amin is that magkakaroon po kami ng desisyon at pagkatapos po ng desisyon na yon, maaaring umabot ng Korte Suprema pero sa amin pa lang po, kahit po umakyat ng Court of Appeals yung respondent, mag-i-issue na po kami ng writ of execution. Ang writ of
Meron na kayo na-issue na writ of
Meron na po ito kasi
execution.
1990s pa po na kaso
Okay.
ito eh.
So,
Ang nangyayari lamang po, Mr. Senator, pasensya na po. Ang nangyari lamang po is that wala pong nakuha na cash or pera para masatisfy ang judgment sa kaso na ito. Kaya po ang ginawa po ng aming sheriff ay sinubasta yung ari-arian o yung property nung respondent na siyang may titulo. Ang naging problema lamang po rito is that nung pong sinusubasta na, ang sinabi po bigla ng DMCI, hinarang po nila yung pagsubasta dahil ang sabi nila, nabili na raw po nila ang property na ito na dating pag-aari nung respondent sa original na kaso.
okay, so in short, meron na pong na-issue na writ of execution
Meron
from
na
the
po ito.
NLRC. So ngayon, ang gusto nila for the second time, mag-issue ulit ng writ of execution. Now, okay, just for the sake of argument, halimbawa, nag-issue siya ng writ of execution bilang pangalawang action doon sa unang writ na kanilang issue. Would you oblige?
Your Honor, for clarity, your sheriff, the sheriff of the NLRC, will go to the Supreme Court to get the writ of execution and serve it upon the register of deeds, whereupon the RD has not left to do but to cancel the title. Because that is the last part of the process, of the legal process for the transfer.
Okay, so ang gusto niyo mangyari, ang NLRC pupunta sa Supreme Court para humingi ng writ
Yes, sir.
of execution. Attorney Maranan?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Sir, first of all, this is not, we completely agree with the NLRC. This is not the first, this is not the reason why the workers here were able to obtain title here was on the basis of a notice of levy of the NLRC. The property was sold in public auction, and sir, it was never redeemed. So in fact, the certificate of sale in favor of the workers, I think as early as the 1990s, I'm not absolutely sure of the date, sir, was already registered on that title. So it is, we are stunned that a title which already had a certificate of sale that became final because it was never redeemed was somehow still transferred to DMCI, and that is the subject of the labor case, of the labor proceedings which occurred in 2011. Sinabi ng labor arbiter din, paano naman nailipat sa DMCI ito, merong annotations already. So how is it possible that it was transferred in the first place to DMCI when the certificate of sale in favor of the workers was already annotated? And from that point, sir, one court after the other, the NLRC, and then eventually the two divisions of the Supreme Court affirmed it because it stems from a what they call a certificate of redemption,
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chair, pwede ba natin ilagay under oath itong mga taga, LRA? Tingnan natin tibay nyo. Magsinungaling kayo. Put them under oath, please. Itong dalawa. Hindi, yung dalawa, hindi parang nag-oath eh.
Nag-oath na ba kayo during the last hearing, no?
Okay, so you're under oath. Subukan nyo magsinungaling ngayon. Subukan nyo. Maluwang-luwang yung kulungan dun sa babae. Lalo na ikaw, maluwang. Kasyang-kasya. Ikaw dun. So, go ahead po, Attorney Maranan.
Thank you, sir. So, sir, by my records, at least as of 2011, sir, klarong-klaro na yung ruling ng NLRC on the basis of this writ of execution, actually notice of levy. na it belongs to the workers. Sinabi ng Supreme Court, sinabi ng NLRC, bakit nyo nilipat? Meron ng titulo na nandun yung annotation ng certificate of sale na hindi ni-redeem. And yet, nailipat.
Sino matibay magsagot dyan? May annotation na in favor yung doon sa worker, yung sa sale, and yet, ginawa nyo pa rin.
Yes, Your Honor. I'd like to be clear with the record, Your Honor. The title in question, Your Honor, is title 12619 in the name of Taguig Land Development Corporation. It was not yet, sir, transferred to the Dmci as per allegations of Attorney Maranan. The record states, as you can get it from a certified true copy, that the title is still with Taguig Land Development Corporation coming from the property of Laxina. So it was transferred to Taguig. Now, the annotations at the back, I'm just running this based on records, ma'am, because I only assumed office last May 2023. So based on record, it was only the only annotation at that point was the notice of lease pendants